There we go. I'm going to turn the audio off for just a second, the desktop audio. Just bear with me here, guys. I'm getting everything all set up on my end. I tried to use Restream. Still going to have to look into it tomorrow just to figure out how everything works. Give me 1 second. All right. There we go. So we got Classic EverQuest. Shout out to Classic. It's nice to see you, my man. Slayheim. I just downloaded the patcher. Finally, we're here. We're in Monsters and Memories. We're here to make memories together in the beta. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be great. Everything sounds good on my end there. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. I'm going to turn my desktop audio back on real quick. Oh, snap. All right, there we go. We are back in Monsters Memories. That's good. I think. All right, so this is my character. I'm going to name him Kazrax, just like normal. I've already got the look. No, we're not going Elementalist. We need to change that. We're going Enchanter. That'd be funny if I created an Elementalist, wouldn't it? Alright, so I think we're going to go with everything we got. Now, this is very important. This is going to be our guy for the beta test. Yukator, what's up, my man? How's it going? Thank you so much for hanging out. So we're going to spend our points here. Obviously, I think we want intelligence, right? I'm going to put points into charisma. Just like EverQuest. That's what I'm going with. Just curious, are there any enchanters out there who may be able to help me build a good base for this character? I'm thinking intelligence, charisma. That's what I'm thinking. Am I spot on with that? Should I go with something else? Maybe a little different, help me out during the earlier levels. All good here, about to lay down and get ready for bed. Gonna lurk, but I'll be back in a bit. There's nothing like a late night Kazrax stream. Always relaxing with a little bit of chaos in there. Always, whenever you appear on the stream, my brother, there's always chaos. Charisma, intelligence. Yeah, the Mad Dunesman. I know what you're talking about. Those desert madmen or whatever they are. Kind of like in EverQuest. Yeah. So I'm gonna go int and charisma. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put more points into charisma because things like to break. And at some point, I think my character might end up dead, but that's part of it though. So we got the stats out of the way. Let's get the major combat skill. Major combat. Man, I'm almost thinking charismatic here. If I'm going to do a lot of charming in groups, it's part of my class, all that stuff. Am I right for thinking that, Yukator? For my major, charismatic. %. Oof. That's a big boost. I think that's nuts. Honestly, you pop that and you try to charm something, that's going to help you with everything. It's going to be like your big ability, you know, that's on a massive cooldown. That's the way I'm going to go with it. Yeah, alteration isn't alteration like the big one? Isn't that the one for enchanters with mezzes and stuff? Like alteration, like they're pretty much altering the battle with mezzes and stuff. Yeah, that's it. They buff like nuts, heal themselves, and nuke instantly. Ooh. Well, insanely. That's how I went last test. Never used the button. But like more charisma overall. Nice. Not an enchanter, but I think you're spot on with intellect and charisma. Yep. Alright. What do we want here? I mean, infravision. Enchanting skill. Tome of Enchantment. Yes. I want to be an enchanter. That's what I am. Or faith. I think agnostic is probably the safest bet. So let's get in. Now we've done the best part. We made our character. Time for the second best part, playing the game. Nah, let's skip it for now. I might have to change some things here. Yeah, let's go 1.3. Perfect. I'm gonna turn the sound effects down a little bit. I'm gonna turn the music up just a hair. Shout out to Robert Engstrand. I love the music. Yeah, we don't need that much in the background. All right. Let's start it off. Watching as I quorum. Appreciate the stream. I appreciate you stopping in and hanging out, Yukator. What are you up to on quorum? Got into trouble right away. Got some bad luck. It's all good. That spawn right on top of us. I'm going to get my act together here and get some spells scribed up, at least to start. Giant skellies in Wrath Mountains. The Shaman trying to get to 34 to get the next round of spells. Oh yeah. Isn't that when you get the pet? Remind me again, isn't it 34? Get that pet, or is it 29? I think it's 34. I kept trying to move my spell bar, ability bar. The pet really changes things, I think, in EverQuest. At least for me it did. Especially killing guards and stuff, that really changed things. Snake's all by himself. Funky snag. Slithery snag. $29. I got a charm. Haven't really done anything with that. Oh, snap. Come on. Get it off, get it off. Yes. Got the first kill. Oh, hang in there, mate. Hang in there. Enchanter pet is pretty nice, even without charming. That's probably what I'm going to stick to. I might get a little greedy. I might gamble a little bit in the game, you know. And test it out. Just to see what it's like. If I'm close to dinging or whatever. So if I die, it won't be too much of a big deal. I won't lose a level or anything. But I always want to make sure I have a good bind point, you know? You know what I mean? A good bind point in EverQuest is everything. So a good bind point in Monsters and Memories is probably a good place to start. Hioka. Nice. Nice. That's an EverQuest reference. If you know, you know. That's a part of the Shaman epic quest line. I'm going to go Enchanter on EA launch, so I'm going to mess around with one during beta. Nice, classic EverQuest. Shoot, I might change my mind. I might like Enchanter so much that I might be like, you want to know what? I'm going to be an Enchanter second. I have to be a Shaman though. I gotta live it out, you know. I gotta get to 60 on Shaman. Have to. Alright, back to action. We're going to keep playing. As long as we're streaming, we're going to keep playing. I'm going to try to keep playing. And not just, you know, sit around. Let's take that rat right there. Might go Enchanter as well. Love the Pantheon one. Really enjoyed controlling the battle kind of play. Come on. Come on now. What's going on? Yes. Yes. This is kill 2. Thinking Rogue, then Necro, all for soloing. Nice, Slayheim. Heck yeah, man. Necromancer, no doubt. Yukator, great question. Thinking Inquisitor, but might wait for High Elf. Paladin, Enchanter, maybe Archer, Spellblade, or Wizard. I just want to do DPS. I think you'll have a chance, to make up your mind before EA. But yeah. I think a lot of people are going into it with that similar approach, though. They're trying to see what all they like, what classes they adore the most, and make their decision. The Fixio. If you want to make gains, you need that protein. Alright. It's time to go back out. We're almost full health. Let's get back to playing. I'm going to take that bat. I love that I start with this trainee Tome of Enchantment. Grab some extra loot on my way back to town. I just know names, not classes yet. Inquisitor seems really interesting. Yeah, Inquisitor does seem very interesting. It seems like one of those classes that could just, like as a tank, yeah, you can pull. But as an Inquisitor, I mean, you're pretty much a freaking Enchanter with a sword and running in there and going all melee and stuff. I love it. How about some minor spell shield? That would be great. How about that? That would help. I really enjoyed it so far, up to 16. Nice. Yeah, every Inquisitor that I played with the exception now, during some of the playtests, I won't name any names, I'm just going to say, there's somebody out there, there's one person I played with that was a little bit unpleasant. Being within a group, but Inquisitors have done a great job. All of the good players, and I mean there are a lot of them out there, a lot of Inquisitors that are good, so can do a lot in group, but soloing will be hard, I think, and I like the option to do both. Yeah, me too, Yukator. I feel you there. That's kind of where I'm at with the Enchanter. That's why I created the Enchanter. I can group, or I'd be happy just soloing. Fine with me. I want to be able to do both because sometimes I work odd hours and I won't be able to play all the time. It's not that I'm antisocial. Like, I want to go into this game as a social creature, in an MMORPG, because I am. I'm trying to be by streaming and putting stuff out there, putting videos out, whatnot. I just want to be able to play when I want to play. If I'm on night shift and I got nothing going on, might as well play the game. Who's going to be on at 2 o'clock in the morning, though? 3 o'clock in the morning. Who's going to be playing at those hours? Unless you're across the world. I mean, and I can still play with some folks, but that's just kind of where I'm at. That's my only fear with the Shaman, though, is what if I can't? What if it gets to a point where in my progression I need my pet and it becomes it just becomes that little grind for a bit until I can get the pet. Like with the Enchanter, I can just solo it to 5 o'clock in the morning whenever I want, and there are less players at those hours playing the game. It's just how it is. With the Enchanter, that changes kind of from the get-go. Refresh everything here, make sure we're up to date. Yeah, still looking pretty good. Let me turn on a light for the stream. I need better lighting in here. It's dark, so I'll be right back. Just 1 second. Alright, back. How everything looks now. Load. Alright, looks better. I like to be able to pop on for 30 and not have to worry about getting into a group and leaving automatically. Yeah, that's nice. Alright, so we're back. Going in there and killing a snake. I do think I'll try a Shadow Knight in beta just to check them out. I thought about doing that, Yukator. I thought about checking out SK as well. Just kind of off stream, you know, just off recording. Or maybe recording. I don't know. I did think about doing a hardcore character as well. I like the idea of trying to complete the challenge hardcore. Hey, is that a loving robot? I think it is. For you alpha guys, I heard Nick say that we'll talk about alpha keys and buddy passes soon. Yeah, I still don't know 100% like on the whole buddy pass thing. Like, how does that work? You know, I heard that maybe if you get like invited to the beta through email that you might get a buddy pass, but if you were in the alpha that you might not. Let's look for a skeleton. I want to try to find some skeletons that have gear and stuff. just reminded me of that. At least some cloth, you know, just something to drop. Maybe some Ashira. Oh, we don't want to fight a jackal. Not ready for that yet. Let me go back up here. Got another kill. I feel like I can go a little faster rate right now. Just a tad. Yeah, that's him. Sorry, I missed that in chat. I apologize. Shout out to a loving robot. I love North Gate. I love it too. It's popping. It feels just right though. I feel like this is going to be how it is during the early stages. Just killing mobs with a bunch of other people, and then as you like get higher level and link up and whatnot, you just get more people to a group, and then you start doing crocs, and then you start branching out. Like there's a nice little camp over there. There's another camp over here you could do with skeletons and undead and stuff. Rats. I mean, it's a good area. The North Gate is such a great area. Nah, no snake. No snake. No bat. Gonna go rest for a minute and then get back to it. If you want skeletons, the area outside of the necros is pretty solid for those. Yeah, it is, Yukator, you're right. You're absolutely correct. The only thing I dislike about that area, there's actually another way to get to it through here. But the only thing I don't like about the area are the dang beetles. All those KOS beetles and everything. Man, they get annoying. I'm partial to the Wood Elf City though, loving that area. Dude, I absolutely love the music. The Heart of Faelendraw. I implore you to check it out. Robert Ingstrand. Shout out to Robert Ingstrand. He does amazing work. I love that song. A little bit of parkour. Getting a little wild. Never give up. Don't do it. Don't you give up. Alright, I'm gonna go chill by the fire. Oh, so cozy. See, these are the moments I love in Monsters and Memories. There's a time for grinding and killing, looting mobs, and there's a time to just sit by the fire and just relax. You know? Those games that just go non-stop, just 24/7. Man, you don't really think about it, but all the time you spent playing World of Warcraft, just hitting buttons, you know, just slamming your rotation down, just the same rotation every time, no difference. You don't realize it, but you just kind of become sort of like a robot. You're just like, and just driven down that path of just looking for numbers, you know. It's nice to have the balance of gameplay between slow and then there's quick gameplay in groups. You know, when there's good pulling going on, there's chain pulling happening, and the tanks are good, and the heals are good, and everything else is great in the party. Things are going swimmingly. They're going fantastic. And you're getting experience, you're getting levels, and things are just great, you know? Alright, let's get back to it. Let's waste no time. I'm out a little bit. Helping out the community. Satoshi. You can put that right there. Nice. Oh, awesome. We got tranquility now. And we got a speed buff. We got haste. Dude. It's nice that the healers are popular, it seems at least. Back for a bit, Slayheim. Shout out to Slayheim. Welcome back. Agree with sitting by the fire and relaxing? Hell yeah. It's always nice. I love that balance of gameplay, like I was saying. Ding, level 2. Let's go. Win. Win. Level 2. Making progress a little at a time. That's what matters. Really need to pick up like bind wound. I need to get some summon bandages. I think in your enchanter you can summon them, right? Grats, thank you, Couture. Shout out to you. Thanks, man. How are things coming along in the Randy Mountains right now in Corn? Hardest part now is figuring out the Shanner quest. It's worth it though. Looking forward to doing all that. Seeing what we can uncover. Alright, it's time to go. A little bit of loot there. Let's grab that rat. 28% to 33. Hey man, you're getting there. I feel like classic EverQuest, way down with weapons to sell. Dude, that's exactly how I feel, man. That's exactly how I felt whenever I was playing Project 1999 on my Necromancer. I got a human Necromancer named Grinson. And Grinson is level 54. He's my alt. Kazrax is my main. I retired him at level 55. Long story. Got him to level 57. De-leveled. That's a whole another story. Had some storms in the area. I was bound right outside of KC. And I got stuck into a death loop. Basically, I kept spawning and dying because people kept running in and out of the zone, and I logged back in and I freaked out because one time I was on camera and showed my information and I thought I was hacked, so I started looting corpses, and next thing you know, I realized what I did was really stupid, and so I couldn't res myself, and I got spells. A Maniacal Strength is a level 57 Shaman spell in EverQuest, and it's in my book. On Kazrax. It's in the book. I was right there, man. I was on the cusp. And I think I got demoralized after I lost hours and hours and hours and hours upon gameplay and doing old Sebelis and doing those jugs constantly and doing the crypt and then getting a Enchanter to gimp you in there. Because remember, you could actually gimp your way inside of the crypt if you had an Enchanter that could take control of a pet or like a mage or something. Like you could actually find a way to gimp people inside that crypt without having a key. Other than if you were a rogue. And that's what I was doing every day, man. I'd just camp out in there. There were like little safe spots. As long as you were invisible, the jugs couldn't really see you. At least some of them couldn't in there. I mean, obviously through THJ I got to live my EverQuest fantasy, and you know, I'm going to let that memory die in the past, but I mean, it was a great memory. THJ was great. It was a great experience. I feel like I'm saying a lot right now, but I just want to get everything out there that's on my brain. Just something to talk about, chat about. Look at that. Making progress already. Dang, man. Time flies whenever you're having fun. When you're talking and you're killing and you're in a game and you're leveling up. Let's go. This is the way to go, man. I'm telling you. That Enchanter tome is a power move. You're an Enchanter. An absolute power move. That's a game changer. Starting out with that, man. Alright, it's time to take a little break here by the tree. Oh no, actually let's go by the fire. Let's go by the fire. Let's keep the cozy vibe going for the stream. This is going to be a good one, I know it. No editing, nothing. It's going to be raw. Straight raw. We'll do it live. We'll do it live. Let me reload my web page over here. I need to fix something with my camera a little bit. I'm getting all excited bouncing around and it's causing my camera to turn around there. There we go. I tightened it down. Actually looked like a screw was loose in the camera. I'm gonna have to retighten it after the stream and get it straight. Get it going. I seem to have opened up a can of worms, or actually, let me rephrase that. Someone else opened up a can of worms on my channel, and you know it doesn't do me any good, but just to give it a quick mention about graphics in video games. And you know, the art in Monsters and Memories is incredible. This art is amazing. I mean, you couldn't convince me otherwise. Everything the devs are doing, from changing the nodes, you know, the mining nodes in different colors and different ones, to just listening to community about certain things and what they should do, it's second to none. And a lot of those other games that I've tried to play have just been pure garbage. I don't care if they look good. I don't care. It could be 10 out of 10. And if it plays like shit, then it's a shit game, you know? Bottom line. I mean, that's how I see it. I'm more about mechanics. I'm more about substance. I'm more about games like this that make you figure something out, you know? The art style didn't hit for me until I played it. Yeah, a lot of people will say that. There are a lot of people that weren't sure if they were going to like this game, and they gave it a shot and actually like playing it. Plays so much better than watching or looking at it. Yeah, I agree. I still like to watch people's streams. That's just me. But I definitely agree with that. You're absolutely correct. I'd much rather be playing, honestly. I still like to lay in bed and catch streams, you know, if I'm drifting off asleep. You know, it'd be the last thing I'm doing. It's relaxing. It's literally sandwich gameplay, and I love it. You know? I don't want all that crazy nonsense. Been there, done that. We did that with World of Warcraft. We did the whole thing, especially in PvP. Good Lord. I have World of Warcraft stories for days, though. At some point, I might make a video about it. I don't know, though. I'm kind of debating it. I want to keep my community the same. I don't really want to dive into another community like World of Warcraft, because some of the players could be very, very toxic. You know, I'm okay with keeping my channel where it's at and getting to 500 goal subscribers, like as my goal, to make it to 500 subs. So if you love the content and you love my streams and want to come in and chat, say what's up, I'd love it if you subscribe. That'd be awesome. And thank you to all my current subscribers too. It means a lot. Thanks to everybody coming and hanging out in the stream again. Like, I'm a very thankful guy, you know. I give a lot of thanks. Thank you to the Monsters and Memories devs for making this game, and I'm grateful to be in the beta. Oh, that's right. I totally forgot. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and run the town since we have a full inventory. All right, let's go ahead and sell everything. I'm gonna do that, but first I'm gonna rest up and then go grab my phone and hit up Discord because there's Sean again. Shout out to a loving robot. Hit up Discord again because I need a guild invite to my guild. I need to get invited to Medium Avum. Sorry. So I'm gonna be right back and do that. I'm gonna sit by the fire for a second and get some HP. Be right back. Alrighty. Back and run out again and start killing a little bit. Not much. Maybe loot some things that we've already killed. Just while I have full HP. I want to keep the grind going. I want to keep the grind moving. Maybe loot like rat fur or something like that, you know. Some extra pieces. Can't loot no more ears. We don't have any more. Drop it down. We'll loot some snake fangs. Some snakes. Buffs are ticking too. That's part of it. I'm like, I want to get as much as I can before I head back. I want to squeeze this lemon. I can just stick to the same kills. Yeah, snake eggs and all that stuff. Rotting skeleton. Sure, a shapeshifter. Whoa. All right, time to sell. Go ahead and sell. Sell it up. There I go. Other side. That's right. Other side. Nice. I didn't. That's right. I didn't pick up any tailoring stuff. This. Spinning. spinning. I want to run on the other side of town. I'm not going to sell to a shady salesman. Not doing that. Hey, that guy we have to turn the note into is right up here, right? Master Windcog. Yes. Yes. He's the person we got to turn it into. That's right. Yeah. I made an enchanter and turned in the guild note. That's as far as I got, though. Let's see what's going on here. As an novice enchanter, you're required by law to register. You want to be a good law-abiding citizen. Seek out the spellbinders and aspire. Watchful eye. Aquilin. You can just return it to me. Voice is yours. Well, you know what? I'm just going to return it back to him. I'm not going to be an errand boy. Let's just do that. Let's play different. Take this robe bag and items to be delivered. Once you got the robe and bag on adjusted, let me know that you're ready to get started. Small golden cage. Sexton Harding. All right. Okay, so we have to go to his friend. Yeah. Alright, well I got sidetracked. I'm gonna sell. So Yukator, are you still watching? Did you turn in your Enchanter note? How did you end up playing it when you were playing your Enchanter? I'm gonna go check out the Necromancer place and kill some skeletons out there. I know there are some merchants I can sell to as well. I'll go out that way. I turned it in, I believe. Got to run around a bit to do turn-ins after. I wonder what kind of effect it's going to have on me, since I didn't even take it. I didn't even take the note. I just turned it back into him. It'd be interesting to see. I need to find a cooking merchant. Plus, I want to go. I know there's a cooking merchant right out here by the bazaar. There was one at the north gate I could have went to, but I wasn't thinking about it at the time. So there's one right up here that I can sell my eggs and stuff to, and I can go and kill some skeletons. Do that. It's a bit hard to find where to buy spells at first. We'll look for it. I think I remember where to go. Don't you have to go to the spire and buy them there? Like I said, I just turned in my guild note and just running around. I actually found where you buy your daggers to summon your pet at. But I didn't get very far. Only like level 3 or 4. It's a spire and a bit past. Hey look, a rotting skeleton. Pelts and hides. Got some meat too, I think. Nice. The mother load. $134 copper. Let's go. I got a little bit of cloth. Nah, I'm not worried about that. We'll just go straight back up through here, and we could go back to the north gate. I want to take a little look-see up here. There's one skeleton that we found. There. Okay, never mind. Yeah. Skellies. There's one, there should be many, right? I'm so excited, I don't know what I want to do. I'm just like, like I'm all over the place. There's a Crypt Scarab. You got that one. Alright, well, I don't think this is happening. Oh man, he's running. Go, let's bat for now. I don't think I'm gonna have much luck here. So I'm gonna try to go outside, go back to the north gate and see kind of where we're at, how we're looking. Alright, let's see how we're looking for time. 10:21. I'll probably go for another 20 minutes or so. And then we'll end the stream there. We'll go for 20 more minutes. Go out here, do some killing. Then head back into the town. Head towards the spire. Spire's right up there. We'll try to find that pet spell and everything to stream tomorrow. Since I'm off, I'm going to be off tomorrow. I'm going to try to wake up somewhat early for me on a day off. Thank gosh, I don't have to work tomorrow. Try to wake up somewhat early and then stream. Probably going to stream till about, I don't know, 1 o'clock or so. It's going to be my cutoff time. And I might end up playing later with some friends or just chilling out in the game. Let's see what happens, see who gets on and all that. Play for a little bit. Still got these buffs, these awesome buffs, man. I can still save some of them, like 7 minutes worth. Shira. Oh, is this a group? Looks like it, doesn't it? Warrior. Shira warrior. Oh, I held that yawn back. It would be quicker with a pet, wouldn't it? Let's run out to the spire real quick. Well, we have like 20 minutes to be faster with a pet. Any healers looking for group? Oh, let's kill this jackal pup. Kill this jackal pup. See if we can go up here and some of these spells. Fill that snake skin. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I want to be working on some of these. I don't want to get in that situation where they're fizzling my mana out. Binders up the spire. Yeah. Here. Now my memory is getting jogged. Yeah, it was like that open place right there, and then yeah. All right, we found it. Got it. That's the dagger. What, 5 of them? Let's get mesmerized. The pet, obviously. I feel like Enfeeble. Probably a good spell to get for us. And I got 2 more. Minor strength, definitely. I'm gonna go with minor intelligence. Invis. We can come back and get Invis. I thought about it. I was like, Invis is probably important, especially with corpse recovery and shit later on. Or just not really corpse recovery, but just, you know, moving through stuff, traversing through it, and IVU and all that good stuff. The pit. Evil. Yeah, I knew there were 2 more spells that I needed. Put in there. Minor strength and minor intelligence. Pit. Alright. I think there are some merchants and stuff out this way. And it's like the backside of the crafting area. I might be able to sell some of this stuff. This is the same place I'm thinking of. Okay, uneasy. No, it's not. It's not the same. Now if we jump down here, I just don't think it's gonna kill us. Yeah, it didn't hurt. I'm just gonna run real quick and see about selling. Oh yeah, the cloth. Vendor will take a piece of cloth now. Yeah, I should take Snake Fang in that one. Oh man, I need I needed to have 11 copper. Got 8. Let's see if the shady guy will buy anything. Shady guy will buy something, and we'll just sell to him real quick if we can make what we need without having to run out of our way. Oh yeah, good. We're good. Thanks, my guy. Now we're gonna go pick up Invisible. I'll make my thing. I just happened to catch it to have it playing. The thing's smaller. Make it itself a little smaller. Kind of gets in the way when I'm pulling up my inventory. Whole bunch of other windows. We got. Close it out. Close it out. All right, let's go back. Going back now to the spell vendors, spellbinders. Come on, port you. ultra vision without 40 visuals. It's a miracle. Yeah, that always sucks when that happens. It's just fizzle, 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 out of mana. Got invisibility. Time to go back out and start killing again. I'm afraid that might hurt me too much. Is there a way we can jump off of here? Like parkour it? Yeah. Here we go. Summoning in the pit. Let's take on this fire beetle. That was good. That felt great. That felt really good. Shit. Didn't mean to do that. Alright. That pet will have a ton. Oh yeah. Immature snake venom gland. Nice. Yellow. Yeah, I'm gonna send my pet in first. Try to kill this this scarab. Nice. I took the aggro away. Just playing this constant game of aggro. Ping pong aggro. Nice. That was a yellow. I feel like a real enchanter now. I feel right at home. Not gonna lie. Feels good. Initially, the early stages, they feel nice. They feel luxurious. Like I don't have to lift a finger, hardly. I like it. Rocking and rolling, man. Well, it looks like to me I might end up having to go sell. So let's go do that in the Black Feather Bazaar. Let's go take the other way. Come back to the North Gate. Oh no, please don't kill me now. No, don't do that. I might get my pet. Oh, they're definitely gonna get my pet. Sorry, Lone Courier, sacrifice was for a greater cause. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, pet. First pet of Monsters Memories in the beta, gone. I guess that was it. Mob didn't care. Pet didn't care to chase me enough. Okay. Took 1 damage that time. Hell yeah, let's sell all this stuff. What should that give me? 49. I could afford some new spells, or I can just hold off. I think I might hold off 1 more level, and then try to buy some spells. Try to buy maybe a couple of them that I want. Don't have yet. The Enchanter, taking that one for a charm ride. now it actually looted it. Okay, got my level. And safety, headed off for the night. Good luck. Thank you so much for stopping in, Yukator. Thanks so much for stopping by the stream and hanging out, chatting with you. It's always a pleasure. I really appreciate you. Hope you have a good rest of your night, my friend. It's getting close to bedtime here as well. Eyes are starting to get a little heavy. Willing to keep going until I ding. Level 3. That would be nice. I can start off level 3 tomorrow. Wake up, make myself a cup of coffee, get ready to stream. It's gonna be great. I'll stream till about 1 o'clock, like I said before. And then that's my cutoff point. That's whenever I'm gonna shut it off. Get back on later with some friends. Might end up grouping, playing off stream. I don't know, we'll see. Creating my second character on the beta to play with them in a group whenever everyone can kind of play together. Even though it's hard to keep up with everyone's schedule, you know? Everyone, like, either lives in different parts of the world or they just have a crazy schedule. And my schedule is always crazy, so I switch between nights and days, so like all kinds of things, all kinds of stuff happening. Oh, I'm so tired. I can't loot that. I had a little bit of a lag spike there. Try to go back and loot it after I get this kill. This small stuff, there's really no point in putting Enfeeble on it since it's just lower level garbage. Alright, let's try to get this rat. Oh, we got a rotting skeleton on us. I'm actually gonna pause the stream for a bit. Something's wrong with my contact. I want to touch my eye. Something's wrong with my contact. I gotta fix it. It's driving me nuts. It's driving me nuts. Alright. Pop that crap on the ground. Safety. Let's get underneath here. Rectify the situation. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, guys. I'm back. Man, my contact was killing me. It actually got like kind of behind my eye, like right here. I was like, oh god. Started freaking out a little bit, but I was able to retrieve it and it was fine. So we're back. Gonna see about killing some more enemies. I guess we looted the maximum amount we can loot. Probably time to sell. Yeah. There, this snake egg can't be worth much by itself. Almost there. Yeah, like 20% more experience. Kill some higher level mobs. Like this fire beetle. Nice. Exactly what I wanted. Get the ad there. Kill him too. Fire beetle eye. This foot. I don't think that's gonna be much at all. See if there's anything down here. Just checking this little nook down here. What I call it. Just this little area, this little chill spot right out here. Yeah, there's this fire beetle. I'm gonna try to enfeeble this time. Yeah. Fuck, I don't care. Ugh. Can't carry anymore. We're getting there. We're almost level 3 now, and about level 4 I can find that camp down on my elementalist and do that. And it'll probably be time to get a group by then. Time to be hit up. Time to hit up Wormsbane with invisibility versus undead and all that good stuff. Definitely gonna hit up Wormsbane for sure. I feel like that's where you belong. That's like your playground as an enchanter. Wormsbane is an enchanter's playground and a necromancer's playground as well. about out of mana. About to get my next level. And then after that, I'm going to end the stream. It's just about my bedtime. Fire beetle. That should do it. It should be pretty close. Oh yeah, one more kill and I got it. But definitely one more beetle. Shoot, maybe even a rat. That might do it. Not quite. I would need another rat. Level 3. Let's go. Alright, so tomorrow I'll be starting at level 3. I really appreciate everybody that came to check out the stream, whether you commented or not, just to watch it, stop in, like the video, whatever, even for a little time that you watched. I do appreciate it. Appreciate everybody that hung out. Classic EverQuest. Shout out to Robert Ingstrand, Yukator, and Slay High. Always a pleasure. Hope everybody has a good rest of your night and a good start to your week on Monday. I will be live Monday at some point. Just keep an eye on YouTube for notifications and stuff if you got them enabled on my channel. And it'll be on there whenever I go live, so it'll create a little post when I click manage broadcast. But see you guys for now. Thanks for watching.